air to start with. And that's not on this patch. Hopefully that covers what needed to be covered. So there is good carbon there. Something worth paying attention to. It's also great silicon. Where is aluminum? All over the place and not very good. Kind of want to go Nomad. Maybe just over here. Would we go for a second spot next to... Could go down here. Doesn't feel right. Might just do it anyway. The extra carbon feels like a big deal.
A nomadic HQ has been found. A nomadic HQ has been
found. We needed to buy that up a million years ago. We needed to clone this aluminum. We need to buy up aluminum. Let's see, where is the... okay. That's actually pretty bad for us. We should have been anticipating that. We weren't. Kind of panic founded this one. So we really want control of this good carbon. Okay, so he is picking up this medium next to our high. We're gonna get this upgrade. We can pick up more aluminum potentially. That doesn't seem like the right answer though. What we might just do is chems right away. Chems are relatively cheap to put down. As long as we secure some amount of fuel for ourselves, it'll be a pretty decent chunk of change. Could pirate aluminum, that'd be decent. We're gonna want to get our chems running before we buy any black market though, because we do need the money. Oh, I see, yes. Nomad changes are also on next version. The return claims honestly isn't a particularly significant change. Let's see, we can pick up a goon. There are spies available, so we might actually want to place the goon. I'm not super concerned about that though. We also need to pay attention to power. So we're probably not going to place the goon. You went for power right away. That's actually interesting. He's not in uranium. So, we had kind of free reign to do that. He's still gonna do decently on power, but that puts some amount of pain. You can also return claims to go for uranium, but that seems less desirable. We can take our upgrade.
New land is available for auction.
We can just do that. Probably want to grab some ice. Water.
Sold.
Okay, we can return that tile to get into double ice. So we do need the water. Power continues to be something I'm mildly concerned about. But only mildly concerned. We can... Except we can't do that. Right. We should move out of these though. Food is pretty obvious. Transition. I don't think we're gonna want to move into electronics particularly soon, so we can feel okay about doing that. Power is super dead. Do we want to goon our I don't know what we want to goon. Food is a simple choice for gooning. probably not the right choice. Pirates on the aluminum would feel good in some ways, but it's also probably just not the right choice. Nukes are over here. I'm pretty sure that's where the goon is. So I'd feel okay, except it's not. Alright. I should have just dropped a spy, honestly. Is he still in? Nah, we should just sell out anyway. It doesn't matter if we gimp his power because power's so dead. Do we just... I think we do. We need the water. We need to be able to stockpile water so DT can't make plays around that at nighttime. It's just very important. You can go for second solar panel. That would be reasonable. I should not be auto-selling those though. Should definitely be ready to freeze that. So we know 100% that's not gooned.
The black market is online.
Alright. Reciprocal freezes. That's just fine. Let's see. Should just be preparing for a next upgrade. Aluminum continues to be a bit of a potential concern. I think we just get into a little more power though.
A new claim
And
is
I
available
think
for
we
option.
might even want to go into optimizations over here. Definitely need to go into more claims. How do you auto sell? Control shift and then click the sell button. 40k when I have 46k debt. I don't know about that one. Okay, we'll let that go.
Congratulations.
Optimizations definitely seem right. Should stop auto-selling food. We do want to build up a stockpile. He sold down a lot of water just now. How far are we from the upgrade? Very. So we're not going to worry too much about that.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
Let's see. He doesn't have any...
Optimization center is ready. Time to start improving everything.
Any, whatchamacallits, holograms. He might have a hacker array, and it might be this tile, but that also might just be power. So he would otherwise have no power, so it's probably power.
A nomadic HQ has been
Seems like a
upgraded.
pretty safe assumption. He's getting more power down, that's fine. We have 16k, we're still nowhere near this upgrade. Should upgrade power. We should actually go into a patent lab for liquid batteries.
The engineers have
That is
advanced
honestly
our
pretty
production.
important. Could move one of these silicons into the patent lab. This is getting into weird
The black
territory.
market is online.
Liquid batteries, yeah. Could move into carbon here. Probably just chems. We do have some amount of carbon stored. That's probably enough. DT does not have a patent lab still. Well, it does still not have a hologram. Whether or not he has a patent lab is a completely different question. We should sell some water. Great chems. Should not sell chems. Does DT have... What does DT have? This doesn't have food, interestingly. He did return some claims. He picked up some carbon. It's worth paying attention to.
Overloaded circuits create problems. Bid now to annoy your rival.
24k is definitely more than I'd like,
Sold.
but we'll live with it. And he got all the benefit out of that.
The patent lab is
Iron.
constructed. Let's get our science on.
He's going to go into iron, which is fine.
Optimization routine
Pretty easily
successful.
just pirate.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
Upgrade is not too far off at this point. What else can we do with our upgrades?
A nomadic HQ has been upgraded.
He's HQ 5 first. It's a bit unfortunate, but we can live with it. It's mostly electronics. We should return a claim, probably, to move into more. We could potentially move out of some of this water. It feels wrong in a lot of ways, but it's probably okay. We need to
The
upgrade,
black
though.
market. The engineers have advanced our production.
He bought into a lot of chems. Or I guess he's making chems now. We need to move into food. That seems pretty simple. We should move these into carbon. And we definitely need some goons. Goons.
Our methods continue to improve.
Just a little bit more. He has a hologram now. It's worth noting. Let's see, nanotech would be interesting, probably not the most useful. Thinking machines, probably actually pretty good. Let's see, we'll improve that some, improve that some. We have 2 claims still. What do we want to do with them? More aluminum is a definite option. More power.
Let the bidding begin.
We have some return claims to fix our problems if we need. We're just gonna have to rely on that.
Congratulations.
Alright, that's fine. We're gonna pick up a spy just to make sure we don't do anything we regret here. We should probably drop it anyway. I might save it for
The
a
black
potential
market
better
is
opportunity.
online.
What else can we do? We can hit this cluster, we can hit that cluster. I think we're more interested in hitting food, I think. Let's see, what else can we do? Is DT minus water? No. Especially not after that. We can blow this up, actually. Thinking machines will be useful. Reactors aren't necessary at this point. Can move into chems or glass. Probably just glass. Can move out of one of those quarries into, let's see, nanotech. Hacker array. DT has a lot of cash. That's bad. We have plenty of carbon now,
The black market is open for
so we
business.
can do something about that potentially. We can't defend ourselves quite yet, but DT can't kill us either, so whatever. And nanotech should get us the rest of the way we need to go. That's fine. So we can start that.
Is finished. Time to change our passwords.
That hack on glass. He's buying in some glass, which means we can swap hacks into what? Potentially carbon. Yeah, he can't do anything at this point. So we just need to be careful. We should be fine from here on out. We need to swap out of carbon.
Can't let them get this. Bid now before it's too late.
Slant wouldn't be
Your
all
stock
that
is being
useful.
sold.
He's moving into another.
Sold.
That was way too cheap.
Your stock is being sold. Your stock is being sold.
Do we have a lot of chems optimized to a reasonable amount? What else can we do? We can move out of some of our silicon into iron. That would be useful. And the thing is, we're going to pick up nanotech, so that's not going to cost us. I don't know if DT still has a stockpile of iron at all.
Price manipulations to begin
And he
shortly.
does. 88. No, he does not. Oh, well, he does. He absolutely has a stockpile. What we can do is move that into steel. That's an option. We can also just do...
The black market is online.
go back into this glass hack. I don't know why we are hacking that right now. Screw up, hurry up. He's going into more carbon consumption.
The engineers have advanced our production.
I should freeze out some of his water. I should not be selling carbon. I could also get out of glass. At this point, it's just not very good. Yeah, we see glass rising in price slowly, which means we sell out. We're still slightly behind on cash, but not to any significant degree, and we do have an optimization center going. So in that sense, we feel okay about ourselves. What else can we do at this point? We can get out of one of these aluminums. Should also buy into some.
The black market is open for business.
Reactors would be very useful. Definitely in place some of this food. Electronics would also be useful. We can move into some uranium potentially. Into some more carbon. Are we being slowed down striked? Okay, that makes sense. We're still just
such a wonderful plot
behind.
of land?
I have not been paying attention to this steel. Let's see, 78. Okay, cool. We got nanotech and we just left this building there because we're idiots. 28k. 32 for a claim would be fine. 40 is not something I want to pay. Is it? Maybe it is? I don't know. We have thinking machines still. That's something to be cognizant of. And we definitely need to pick up our carbon soon. We have a bunch of... We can rehack that. We also should definitely find his hacker array. Where is his food? Up there. Okay, we need to move out of these. food price is still increasing, but that might just be because he's not selling. Oh, it's probably in this quarry cluster. What am I talking about? Steel surplus. Okay. Okay. We can move out of our steel into electronics, or potentially into chems. Either one would be fine. See, we should also make sure to deal with this. We have 2 claims. Why do we have 2 claims? I don't know, but we should do something with these 2 claims. Chems are an option. A very real option. I never returned that claim. So we have 1 return claim left. And he has 1 carbon tile. We can hack carbon. We need to use our tiles. Electronics just aren't good. Let's go for another reactor then, go for another quarry. We'll put down our uranium.
Misinformation in progress.
110. Okay. He's doing oxygen hacks.
Black market is online.
Good to know. We lost a bunch of money in that exchange, which is really unfortunate, but not something I'm going to worry too much about.
To discover new resources.
What else can we do here? Chems. Chems are always going to be useful. Core sample would be super useful. We can hack power, but he has these down the whole time. So we're not going to get an advantage off that. Let's see, what can we core sample under our territory? Iron, aluminum, iron, aluminum, iron, aluminum. Carbon? More carbon could be useful. I'm not seeing anything else I particularly care for.
Your stock is being sold.
And I do need to magnetic storm this nonsense.
The engineers have advanced our production.
He built an off-world.
Price
I'm
manipulations
not sure how I feel about that. Let's see, 138. Ow. Yeah, I need to be paying attention to his hacker array. I should keep these on. Still need to use these core samples. Still don't know what for. Could build an off-world at any moment, and it would not be a bad idea. Could even replace my hacker array with it. We're not doing an effective job hacking anyway, so maybe that's okay.
The black market is open for business.
Let's see, where is DT's off-world? Over here.
We're not surprised, just disappointed in you.
I had to go ahead and blow it up a few times before too long. Nanotech. Does he still have chems? No. We got out of our hacker array though. But we can hoard. We definitely need to get into off-worlds. Is this a cave? Probably. We'll go, yeah. We need the silicon. That's fine.
The black market is online.
Go another power, just to be sure. Could scrap out of the uranium into power plus That seems super wrong. We need to do that. We can't afford to give him all that silicon money. As much as I hate.
Off-world market is assembled. Our fortune awaits.
Not being in power right now. Yeah, that's probably right. Oh god, everything's awful. Energy short. Okay, we're a fair bit behind.
The black market is open for business.
Good bounce. So where's DT's other power? Over here. Still 250k.
Our methods continue to improve. Off-world shipment launched. Look at all the money.
We're just significantly far behind. Should probably return this iron. It's done its job as well as it's gonna do.
The off-world market is finished and awaiting orders.
No, getting more silicon now would just be an overreaction. Glass would be useful though. So would chems. Chems are probably
The black
better.
market is online.
Okay, that's fine. Iron, aluminum. I'll just do it anyway. Uranium. Okay. Sure. Fine. Okay. Whatever.
Launch affirmative. What a payout.
We are just very significantly behind. We probably needed to do something much sooner. Probably should still be in a hacker array. This is still very weird to me, but okay. Solar flare. Get out of optimization, let's go back in the hacker array. Electronics. He's no longer in electronics. Glass though. He is in glass. And
Successful off-world shipment.
yeah,
Make room for the
I'm
profits.
probably just too far behind.
The black market is open for business.
DT did a much better job of hacking this game than I did. Glass shortage again. That's fine.
Off-world shipment launched. Look at all the money.
I probably should move in some of that there instead. But we're still fine. Second off-world might have been a mistake. Probably. We need about 300k at this point. We're just not going to get there in time. We can scrap out of some of these nuke plants. We also don't need all this much carbon. We haven't been managing our claims particularly well.
The hacker
That's
array
another
is
thing that's
finished.
been costing
Time
us.
to change our passwords.
Let's see, where is... Going to chems over there. Let's see, can we nanotech stuff?
Launch affirmative. What a payout.
I guess. That's not very effective. We're not going to repair that yet. We're also not going to hack chems. What are we going to hack then? Electronics.
Successful off-world shipment. Make room for the
Food is
profits.
still great. We've actually closed a lot of ground. Can we freeze something of his? We might want to freeze water and buy into food. Or we might not. We need to do something though that isn't just sitting still. Okay, DT is surplusing electronics, that's fine. Can move into more electronics here. What am I talking about? Into some more uranium there. Can move into some power there, we can move into some power here.
Look at all the money.
Again, just don't think...
Prepare for pending market adjustments.
Okay. It's worth noting. Alright. Uranium. Can we pick up another core sample for uranium? No, but that is metal. 32 seconds to our launch. Can we survive that long? We have synced up launches. No, his is a second faster. In which case we need to do that. Wow. I don't think we should have won that one. We did have a big advantage in our patents plus optimizations. I don't think that was... I don't know. DT had almost as many optimizations as we did. The biggest thing this game is definitely that DT outplayed us thoroughly in hacks. We couldn't get any real effective hacks off. But we had strong control over carbon, that was a big deal. What else was there? We sat on a lot of food. That let us launch food very profitably for a long time. Liquid batteries was great. Water? No, we didn't make that much more on water. We made a lot more on chems, but... There's a weird one. Yeah, the uranium play at the end was significant, but I also... It was part of why he stalled out and why I got a bit more money. He might have been able to finish the deal without that, especially since he was letting his launch continue. In 20 seconds, I don't know if I could have gotten that extra 8 to 10k. Solar at some point was doing not much. There was a lot of points where a lot of my claims were doing not much, but territory was so awkward. Anyway, that was an interesting series of games. They went better than I could ever have reasonably